Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to another live stream. Now I really need to see how long. Well, I don't want to enter it yet. Let's just wait a few minutes. I got my air conditioner going. Let me turn my overhead light off. I don't need that. There we go. Mason, hi. Now, I've got to count the lag time here. Let's see. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Okay. That's average, about 1006. How you doing, Mason? Ah, good, I'm glad. Let me see, we need to look and see what we're going to be doing today. I think we just need to sleep for a day, and then we will see. All this is we're going to have so much stuff that's ready to work on. I don't know what I want to work on first, but let's go sleep. We'll just sleep for a day. What month is it? July. Okay, we can sleep till 8 o'clock. Now we're going to have a lot of work that we can get done. And hello to those who are watching outside of chat. Monty. All right. Now we got these fields right here that we could do. We also, look, we got all this big field, we got this one, these two. I thought these would be ready. That's the ones I planned on doing today, but interestingly enough, they're not ready. So I say let's do this one. Let's work on this field today. I think I got soybeans in there, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. We will go check it and find out. I'm just kind of repositioning a few things here at the house, guys, so I can see my laptop just a little bit better. There we go. That might work. We will leave these fields here, and we'll just take, we'll take our truck. Because we're going to need it over there anyway, so we will just go ahead and take it over there, because I don't remember what we have planted, to be honest. Soybeans? Yeah, good. That's what we want. So we can leave the truck just sit right here. Let's go find our new harvester. Aha. Oh, we got the new cultivator too. I forgot that I bought the new cultivator. I knew I was going to buy a new cultivator, but I forgot that I had already done so. Now I'll tell you what, this is, oh, this works out perfect. Look here, we've got the corn header on the front. I need this guy to get through walking over here, so because I need to pull over there. He's lucky I stopped for him. Boy, that guy's taking his dear sweet time. And look at that other guy coming this way. He's almost running. He wants to get ran over so bad. Oh, he stopped for me. Thanks. Look at him. Cut me off right there like that. But we can take both headers with us at the same time, which is nice. Ooh, look out. Now, I have never used this New Holland header before, or harvester, but I needed a header with a trailer. And the fence that I'm used to using, that I like to use, the header, it's a 30-foot header. It has no trailer. So for this map, that is not good. And I'm hoping that I don't have a problem with this header fitting through this bridge. No, I made it. That could have been a problem. But there's no way I could have drove down through there with the big header on the front of this thing, so, or even with the 30-foot header that comes with the fence. And then, of course, we just go off-road a little bit right here. I want to back up just a little bit because I want to come around this way. Well, I don't really know where I want to park this thing. Where do I want to park it? Maybe I park it over this way. Maybe this will be the best idea, right here like this. Now this we can take back over to the farm, and then we'll come back. Oh, I think I just ran over somebody. Whew! It's a good thing we don't get penalized. I am so used to leaving things sit out here like this, but I don't know if I want to leave this sit out here. Let's do this. Let's see how well this works out. Ooh, that's a narrow fit right there, but I think we can do this. I gotta remember to keep a better eye on the chickens. Okay, at least they have for now. Now, I got to look at something here because I'm not sure exactly how this header works. Unfold the header. Well, that looks to me like it folded the header. Now see, that said fold. When you fold it, okay, that's kind of interesting, because it looks like when you hit fold, it unfolds, and when you hit unfold, it folds. That's weird. I've not used this header before, but I do like the idea that it has the built-in trailer. Oh, I did not unfold. Let's see what we got. Oh, I need to check something. I do not want a straw swath. Some of these come automatically with a straw swath. Thankfully, this is not one. Okay. Now I'll have to figure out the best angle to let the helper work in this field, which might be right here. Well, we're not quite ready for that yet. I want to get a headland row put in all the way around first. Hey, baby girl. I didn't figure you'd be up this time of night. Stephen watching with you? Okay. Yeah, cool. Hey, Stephen. Mason, Casey is my daughter. Well, I'm going to go all the way around this field one time myself, and then I can put my helper. I actually got some pretty good rest today, so I'll be able to play for a couple hours tonight. Oh, it'll take a couple hours. Should be having some more people coming in the chat here at some point. Yeah, I like this game. It's going to be fun when FS25 comes out in November. I just got to make sure I have enough money to be able to buy it. Well, I will, because I'm going to budget for it, but oh, there's a deer. Did you see that deer? Yeah, this map does not have as many deer on it as some of the others I have played on. One of them I played on, like, I think it's Elm Creek. Man, they have all kinds of deer on that thing, on that map. This one doesn't have so many, but I do see them occasionally. And that's pretty cool. Okay, now I think I can turn the helper loose. I can let the helper work. So I'm just going to turn that off. I should be able to let this helper just run right back and forth this direction. We'll find out. We can start it over just a little wide, just to make sure it catches everything down the field. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Okay. We'll just let him run just like that. All right, well, that guy's running. Look at, I'll show you on the map where we're at. I'm doing this field. This was like six different fields, and I plowed it and plowed them all up together. So that was a combination of 6 fields. This one is ready to be harvested. That was like 3 fields that I plowed up and put together. And then I got this big field that was 3 fields. And then these 2 I just made myself. This is the very border of the map, and I made these fields over here just on the edge of the map. It worked out pretty good. I got a pretty good sized field going here. What is this? Why is that like that? Oh no. That's weird. Huh. That part didn't get planted. That blue part. That's weird. We are harvesting soybeans. That's what's in this field, is soybeans. I have corn. I have corn planted in those long ones. But after I harvest the corn, I cannot harvest the corn with this header. Got to switch to a different header. Got to use a corn header, which is, there's a difference. See the way the corn header looks? And then this is the regular header. So there's 2 different types of headers you have to use. And I bought the corn header for this thing also, this harvester. This is the first time we use this harvester. I just bought it. But it's quite a bit bigger. Who are you saying hello to? Oh, Rusty Money. Yeah, speaking of thumbnails, creating a thumbnail, I created a couple of thumbnails myself. Not for this game, but for the other stuff I'm live streaming. I haven't got this one done yet. Trying to figure stuff out. Okay, yeah. I didn't notice the screen change when Rusty came in. Rusty does live streaming too. He's got some real cool stuff going on. Yeah, he does different types of challenges and stuff like that on his channel. He's got a big channel. You should go check out some of his stuff. Rusty, Casey is my daughter, my youngest daughter. Were you able to get your cow pasture set? All right, let's get our truck. Well, I got to figure out where my everything. I've changed the order by buying. Wow, last thing I come to. Okay, good. Yeah, I always have that problem trying to align gates with the fence posts and stuff. I had the same problem you had getting that thing to. It'll swing past it either direction. Hey Rusty, you mentioned to me that Mrs. Money sometimes does some coloring. Do you suppose I could have a picture of a couple of completed pages to post on my community page with the other artwork? All right, thank you, Rusty. If she's cool with that, if you could just email it to my channel email, it's in the description, channel description. It is much better, Casey. I can see it. Now, I still have to get up and walk over to the TV to read some of the stuff that's on there, but it is much better. I'll be glad when I have the big TV, though. But that's a ways off. Yeah, at least it fits nicely sitting up on top of that air conditioning unit. I like it. I'm glad I have it. I need to get rid of this big one that's sitting in here. Mason, you still with us? You're not chatting. So far, this guy seems to be starting in the right spot, so I'm not having to help it. I'm able just to let the helper do the work. Well, Monty better get here within the next few minutes, because Monty is my timekeeper. He's my announcer. Now, this is what we'll be doing for a little while, is just letting this guy do his job. This is the first time I've used this New Holland harvester. That looked like he skipped something. No, he got it. It looked like he didn't catch that corner right there, but he did, so. So far, I have not had to help it. So while we're waiting for that guy, let me see where we're at. I have to flip back through here so far just to I'll take this one, that's fine. Actually, I'm not going to use this right now. I was going to, but I'm not. So I'm going to go put it back up. We bought a new cultivator. So we'll go pick it up while the harvester is doing some work. It seems to be doing okay by itself. So. Now, if it was the other harvester, it would look like it was doing okay until I turned my back on it and went somewhere. And then it would be trouble when I got back. And it's much easier to drive under these trees and across this bridge in this view. And then I come back out. We have now been streaming for 30 minutes, guys. It is 12:30 where I live. That's the announcement that I always make on the half hour. Monty has taken over as the timekeeper, but he's not here. Oh, I don't even know if this harvester, is this going to, yeah, I think maybe it'll work. I think I've used this one before. Who? Monty S. One of the chatters, but he's not in here right now. So I had to make the announcement. I make the announcement every half hour. Monty has kind of taken over that though, but he's not in here. Now we're going to be using this cultivator very soon in this field, and we've got several big fields now, so it's worth buying the bigger cultivator. We're just going to park over here for now. Oh. Takes a long time to get around to the last new vehicle. All right, now while that guy's still doing that, let's go back. No, this way. I can always go the wrong direction. Got the magic carpet stuck on a curb, it won't move. Okay, we want to go over here. I used to only have to go a couple of vehicles and I can switch between the truck and the harvester, but now it's about 7. I know that tank's almost full. He might be able to get the rest of this field in one tank. I think he will. Now let's see, what else do I need? Yeah, we can use this one. We'll go back here and repair it though. Do a little maintenance on it. Maintenance is over here. All right, that got maintenance up to 100%. Those silos right there will hold 100 million liters of grain or product, not necessarily all grain, but other stuff too, I guess. 100 million liters. So now we have all the equipment over here that we need. Yeah, that's a lot, and when I start FS25, as soon as I can get those silos, I think they're base games, so they should be available from the very beginning. I will be using those silos, and my goal is going to be to fill those silos. I have never been able to do that yet, but because I keep changing the game I'm playing. About the most I've ever been able to get into one silo is so far, before I switch game, is close to 300,000 liters. But 300,000, that's a long ways from 100 million. I might be able to have time to actually do that, accomplish that goal. Once I get now see, I had to help that guy. He was going to start way up there instead of backing back here. I make it more difficult for him because I plow this stuff up and I put curved edges on the fields. I don't like, well, depending on what map I'm playing on, but most of the time I don't like square and rectangular shaped fields. I do on No Man's Land, but I'm not doing that on this map, and I didn't do it on Calm Lands. And hello and welcome to those who may be watching on the outside. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Now I think when FS25, after we get it, then I'll try to start doing some logging. I've done some logging on this game, but real small scale, not using the big equipment, using a chainsaw and a truck. I actually operated one of my uncle's tractors one time, did a little bit of plowing in one of his fields. It was kind of fun. Mostly I ended up just having to pull weeds by hand, and he paid us a penny a piece. See how he's going to start in the wrong spot because of the way that I have this steep angle. It doesn't know where to start at because it's using the left-hand side of that header as the gauge as to where it's supposed to start. So he'll definitely be able to finish this field without having to empty the tank again until he's done. That's good. And I say he all the time, but it could be a female character inside that header. I mean inside the harvester. They do have a female helper. I want to see if we can, whoa, that got loud. I want to see if we can tell, is that a female or a male? No, it looks like a male. I can't really tell. Yeah, that was a male character. They do have a female character. But I always just refer to him as he, but it could be a she. Oh, it's going to leave one little bit in it. You're going to have to make an extra pass just to get that. Actually, I'm not going to make a full extra pass. I'm going to back up right here and catch it. So we'll back up and catch this little strip. Well, I am glad we bought the bigger harvester with the bigger header, because it sure did get this done quicker. Did it get all of it? Yeah, okay. It'll take me a little bit to get used to this wider header. I'll probably hit things a lot with it. Now this header has a built-in trailer. So we're going to drop the wheels on that trailer. Dozer. Okay, so now we can just, I like this header with the built-in trailer. Now I don't really know where we're going to work. Well, now wait a minute, you were supposed to latch onto that, why didn't you? There it is. I'm not really sure where we're working next. So I am just going to park, well, let's go around this way. I'm just going to park this thing right here for now, because I don't really know where, well, I better not park it right there. I better move it about like that. Gay, hi, you made it. Okay, now we got to go over here to our fertilizer spreader. Where is it? There it is. Oh, we need our truck though. I need to move it out of the way. How are you doing? We'll just put the truck over here out of the way for a minute. Oh, I'm doing good. YouTube is working tonight. I tried to do after football last night. I did try to do a midnight stream farming, but the lag was almost 30 seconds. So I just had to stop. I actually did it about 5 different times. But I can't play when the lag is that much. Did you see the new thumbnails I made? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the thumbnails. And then, like I said, in the title, I'm just going to put Hanging Out with Hillbilly. But I did make one thumbnail that says Hanging Out with Hillbilly too, but I think I like it better with to put the content in the thumbnail. I didn't make one for FS22. I'll make one for FS25. Missed a spot right there for some reason. Yeah, I think they turned out pretty good. Each one of those letters was actually put in those thumbnails individually. I had to position each one of them individually. I actually want to go this way. Let me shut that off for a second. I'll let the helper do this now. I know. I was surprised to see you. I do this quite often now. Now I think normally you would have that fertilizer spreader on the back. Normally I do too, but I decided I wanted to try it on the front. And it works out pretty good that way. And if I was doing this manually, I would be pulling a plow behind me and I would fertilize and plow all at the same time. Now I'm going to go over here and catch this little part right here. And then we'll get lined back up. There we go. Monty! Yeah, I noticed that too. I don't know. I noticed that right off the bat when I was looking right there. See, I already got my cursor sitting there because I don't know what that is. We will go check that out. Because I planted that, but I must have, I don't know. I thought I planted it. Maybe I did not. But I thought I did, so we'll go check that out. Yeah, we're going to as soon as I get finished with this right here. We're going to go grab the truck. And then we'll come back and cultivate. So we'll just park this guy over here. We got soybeans, so we can take them and sell them while we're in town. We don't have that many, but that's okay. We can go sell them. $150,000. I don't know. I don't know if I'll have that many or not. Let's look and see where we need to take them to. Soybeans, grain elevator. All right, we got to go over to the grain elevator first, guys. So we'll run over there. We'll sell them. 150,000? I don't know. We'll find out. Well, that might not be a bad guess, actually. That might be not, yeah, that might not be too bad of a guess for that field. I thought these two fields right over here were going to be ready today. This is what I planned on doing tonight, was those two fields. But they're not ready, so. All right, here's the moment of truth. Let's see what we got. What is that, 204? 264. Oh, not bad, 264. That paid for some of the equipment that we bought. All right, good. All right, now let's go over and look at that field and see what's going on, see if we can determine what's happened. Hello and welcome to those who are watching and are not in chat. Easy. This truck goes so fast and I actually go too fast in it all the time. Look out! Now these other fields are right up here, just to the right and around the road, end of the road. The road ends over here. I think I'll go down this side. It's a little bit farther away from the track. Now what happened? Didn't even plant it. I can't believe it. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Oh well. That whole chunk of the field did not get planted. Ah. Apparently I wasn't paying attention. Oh well. Well, at least now we know. I gotta turn my headphones down a little bit, guys. That's way too loud for me. I really don't even need to be able to hear it. There we go. That's much better. All right, now we're gonna go back over and we're gonna cultivate with our brand new cultivator, Monty. Now that little hut back there, that little building right there is where we can rent the train. But we have to have grain in the train elevator before we can well, it will go by quicker, that's for sure, since we have a bigger cultivator. I like that harvester too. The New Holland. It sure saves some time. I gotta put my glasses on. Race Dog, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Whoa, slow down, brakes. I don't need the truck over there anymore. Good, I'm glad to hear it. You're a fan of Farming Simulator? Oh, look there, first shot. I want to move this guy out of the way though. All right, that's good enough. I think we're going to start right here. Look how much ground we're going to be covering, Monty. It's so big, I don't know how to operate it. Wow. Oh, not as easy to back up and steer around here. All right. Well, thank you, Race Dog. Yeah, it is relaxing. And I like it because once I get the helper going, I can put the controller down so that my hand don't hurt. And when I have the helper going, I can just I can pay more attention to chat, which is what I really like to do. It's more about chatting for me than it is the game. Because if it was up to me to do all this, we wouldn't get done. Partially because my hand would hurt too much. We wouldn't be able to get very far, but I would spend more time chatting with people. That's what I always do. You had your V8? Yeah. You should have had one for me. I didn't have one. And I was going to ask Race Dog a question, and Monty threw me off with the V8. I got to thinking about V8. Oh, Race Dog, what time is it where you live? $10 p.m. in Arizona, okay. That's why I ask what time it is, so I can figure out people's time zones. I don't like to get more personal than that. Arizona, what's the weather like in Arizona right now? You weren't here to make the announcement a while ago. And then I forgot to make the last one because I was busy. So I'm on the east, in the eastern time zone, Race Dog. So it's actually going on 1:15 where I live, and where Casey lives. Casey, by the way, is my daughter, my youngest daughter. 108 today. Wow. Okay, now we could just let this guy go. We'll let this guy go on his own. There you go. Put the helper to work. Yeah, that's what I like. Now I can chat. And just keep an eye on the helper. It's a dry heat though, isn't it? Now you guys will get used to me asking the same question 2 or 3 times because, yeah, but it's not humid. I used to live in Oklahoma when I was young growing up. So the heat is a totally different kind of heat. I lived in Hawaii where it would get hot, but it's so humid. And it actually gets pretty humid where I live too now. But I liked Oklahoma heat much better than I liked the heat here or in Hawaii or Florida. Florida almost killed me when I first went to Florida. Now let's see if this guy can actually handle knowing where to start at. I like this big cultivator. It's covering some ground. So Race Dog, just so you know, when I live stream the farming simulator, I always start at midnight my time. And then I do other live streams as well. We have our Tuesday night tackles and touchdowns. For now, later we'll switch and do a different sport. And then we also have at 9 a.m. My adult coloring live stream. So anytime you see me on broadcasting, even though it may not be the content you most, your favorite content, stop by and say hello. I'm hoping this piece of equipment is a good piece of equipment to just use when I have these odd-shaped fields. We'll see if this guy has any trouble figuring out where to start at. So far, doing good. Yeah, so far, doing real good. I'm happy with it. Yeah, that's what I do. I just recently started the hobby of adult coloring. So I do live streams for that as a beginner. They're kind of fun to do. And then I recently added the sports. We've only had it for 2 weeks. This past Tuesday night, last night, was the second football game we had. I always just throw it out there to let people know, hey, just, it may not be your favorite content necessarily, but If I'm broadcasting, stop by and say hello. We get better acquainted. I look forward to the regular chatters and those who interact with the, leave comments and stuff like that. I look forward to seeing people in the chat. So once a person's been in the chat for a couple times, you're just like an old friend already. And I look forward to seeing you guys. Now see, there's another place where we can rent the train from, so if we want to rent the train and fill up out of these silos, we have to fill the silo first. Now if we can get one more person watching, that'll be the first time we've hit double digits. And this is how I play on here, Race Dog, just so you know, everything is real time. Most of the time it's a helper. I'm just riding along because I have carpal tunnel syndrome in my wrists and arthritis in my hands, so I like to be able to set the controller down. Now this is going to be the last operation that's going to go quickly. You know what, Monty? I was thinking about that. I have the feeling we may end up doing our 100 subscriber special live stream for our debut of FS25, because I think we may hit the 100 subscriber mark before that game is released. I was thinking about that today because the channel is growing. Well, this game is, I would not say is worth buying at this point. It's better to wait till November and get the newest iteration, FS25. But Farming Simulator, yes, I agree. It is a game worth buying because it's fun to play. And this part of it, the farming is just a portion. You've got animals, we've got businesses we can run, animals, businesses. What else is there? It seems like there was the forestry, the logging. So there's still three other elements to this game that can be incorporated. And I've done some animals. I've done sheep, I've done horses. I haven't tipped over any cows yet. I may have hit one with my tractor a time or two, but so I have done a little bit with the animals, not a whole lot. Of course I have chickens. I always have the chickens because the chickens are easy. The beehives are the easiest because you don't have to do anything with them once you set them out. They take care of themselves. The chickens you do have to feed. If you have horses, you have to ride those horses every day for their health. Now, if you don't care about their health, then you don't have to ride them. But if you want to resell them, you've got to keep their health up. And that means you ride them. Now the PC players, they had a mod that you could install this mod and you could hire a horse trainer kind of thing, and they would ride your horses for you. So they did the upkeep and the maintenance on your horses. But that was not for console users, players, just for PC. But I think when FS25 comes out, I'm going to play on No Man's Land, and then maybe Elm Creek. We might do two. Well, I'm probably just going to stick with one map to start out with, and that's probably going to be No Man's Land. But I'm undecided. I do like Elm Creek because Elm Creek already has the production stuff on it. And I'm not good with the landscaping tools, so for me to buy the production buildings and then place them myself, I'm not real good at that. Because they always change the contour of the land. So we may play on. I have no idea. The only other game that I actually play, Race Dog, is the sports. Now I do have a couple of videos on here for, I was going to play Snow Runner. And so I do have a few videos of that game on here. And then I also did Planet Coaster. I did a few games of that, but I used up all the memory slots for that game just building one park. And I didn't even fill the whole park. But I can't play fighting games and stuff like that because it just makes my hands hurt so bad that I can't do it for more than a couple of minutes. So I just got to the point where I quit trying to play those games, and I basically just play this game. And I don't even play my PS5 unless I'm live streaming. It's the only time I play it. But for me, my live streams are for chatting. I've been doing this chat stuff for 30 years. I actually have several games. I'm going to be buying some more sports games because after we do football for a while, I just bought that game. It cost me $70. So we're going to play it for a while, and then I will buy hockey. Hockey will be next. And I thought about getting like a 2K WWE, because that's something I can set up and let the computer play itself. It's simulated stuff. That's the only thing I'm going to do is stuff I can simulate. So our Tuesday night football is simulated. We just spectate. And it gives me a chance, we have the football game playing in the background, and I can just chat with chatters. Because that's why I live stream. I like chatting with people, and the content is just background. Jay, you still with us? Okay. Well, have fun. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, let me know when you leave. That way I won't be talking to you when you're not here. That's about the only thing. I like for people to greet one another so everybody feels welcome, and let me know when you leave so I am not talking to you when you're not here. That's about the only two things I ask. Well, that's about the only, yeah. I may have to ask people to watch their language at some point, but I have not had to do that yet. Other than the math teacher. I had to point that out to the math teacher. Now when this guy gets done, that's the last of the speed working, because the planter, he's not going to be so fast. Because we did not buy a larger planter or seeder. Yeah. Well, in a way, yeah, you are kind of trapped inside the house. Now, Gay, you talk about being in a dungeon, playing on the game you play. That reminds me of Bloodborne. I have Bloodborne, by the way. I just can't play it. I've got some racing games too, but I can't play them. They just make my hands hurt too much anymore. Yeah, when you mentioned dungeons the other day, that was the first thing I thought of was Bloodborne. I do not have any trucking simulators. That would be something I don't know if I would be able to play it. That's the problem. See, this game, I can put that helper in there, just hire the worker, and I can set that controller down. Like right now, once I got this guy working on his own, I've set my controller down. Because if I had to do this all myself, we would not get very much done in a day. It just wouldn't happen. I wish I could play that trucking sim game though. I've seen YouTube videos, and I think that's a really cool game. I wish, now look, this is the first time I had to reset this guy. Because of the angle of this field, he doesn't know where to start. So I did have to help him. And I'll probably have to help him on the next one too. There's a lot of games I wish I could play. because I know they'd be fun. But I just can't do it anymore. I wear wrist braces at night to help my hands. Oh no, I wear my wrist braces while I'm coloring. I wouldn't be able to color for very long. My hand would be aching and cramping so bad. So I've started, actually the first couple of colorings I did not wear my brace. But the last few times I have, and it made my hand feel much better. Monty, are you going to be the announcer, or do I have to do it? And the second part of that announcement, Monty, there you go. Thank you. Yes, AM. Oh, Monty, I was going to tell you, I just now thought of it. I did mention it earlier. You might have heard me if you were watching on the outside. I did get on here to live stream last night after tackles and touchdowns. But the lag was horrific. More than 20 seconds, and I can't play when it's like that. So, and I actually tried several times. Which was very interesting because the lag during tackles and touchdowns was only 2 seconds. That's the shortest lag I've ever encountered doing live streaming. Now, see, again, that angle is too much. I kept trying to fire that guy. I must have been hitting the wrong button. No, that's YouTube. That's YouTube rendering. And for whatever reason last night, it just went from really good to really bad within a few minutes. Because it was about a quarter till 12 when we finished tackles and touchdowns. And then I actually started the farming at midnight like I do, and it just was no way. Now see, this guy thinks he's done, but he's not done. I'll just drop it down. I'll do this little part myself. All right, baby girl. I love you guys too. Stephen, good night. All right, there we go. I'm just going to park this over here for right now because I'm not sure what's happening when we get done with this field. Now this time I think I want to plant canola. Let's plant canola. I'm just going to hire a helper. I'll help him at the end if I need to. Monty, did you notice the new thumbnails that I made for the live streams? Thank you. I did not make one for FS22. I'm just going to wait and make one for FS25. Now, I may have to help this guy get positioned correctly. We'll see. Yep. So the fast work is now done. This one will take us a while. That's okay though. Now, one thing I probably should do is I probably should go down here and I should make that about 3 days, 3-day months for now. Because we just have too much to get harvested. And I may change that after we get most of it done, but we got time to do more than just one field in one in-game day. So we'll be able to get one of our other fields done too. Maybe not in this live stream, but in one day. And then we'll see, because I don't want to have to keep having all this stuff ready to harvest. Well, I better make sure this guy starts in the right spot. Yeah, he will here. We've got too many things that are ready to harvest at the same time. So, and then this one and these two are going to be ready after we sleep one more time. That's a lot of work to be done. But that's what we need now when we get to our 100 subscriber live stream special. That's 8 hours. So having some work then will be good. Of course, we use the clock and make ourselves work. That's not an issue. But this would be a perfect example of doing. Actually, we could do like I bet we could do it with all the work that was ready to be done. I bet we could do a 24-hour marathon. Well, the reason that rain was driving me crazy, the thunder was driving me crazy, is because it was so loud it was drowning out my voice. I couldn't hear myself talking to you guys. The thunder was so loud. I liked the rain itself because I could keep working. You can't harvest in the rain, but we weren't harvesting, so everything else was good. It's just that it was so loud. Yeah, it was driving me crazy. Because I have the volume turned way down. I can barely hear the engine noise that that tractor is making right now. I can barely hear it. Because I don't need to hear it to play the game. And the thunder was just like, whoo, blowing my eardrums out. And I was trying to talk. I couldn't hear myself talk. My neighbors could probably hear me. I am going to do something right quick, guys, because I think it will help us. The trees are in the way, making things a little difficult to see. So I think maybe if we start about right here like this, and now on the next pass, this helper will not get interrupted. So, Gay, are you winning in the dungeons? I hope you are. Oh, that guy scared me. I thought he was going to pull right out in that other field and start planting. Because they will. Okay, Race Dog, thanks for stopping in, man. Thanks for coming. It was nice to meet you. Thank you, Monty. Now see, if I hadn't done that one little strip right here on the side, on his left-hand side right there. Yes, I know. 83. But that might be 84. I don't know, because I haven't refreshed the page. But I don't recall Race Dog as a subscriber, so I don't know. Might be 84. Well, that's what I was talking about. You know, if the channel keeps growing like it has been, then we may very well be doing the 100 subscriber live stream special for the debut of FS25, because we may reach that point before then. Now, I think I should do it, like, I need to get this thing to where it's going to be away from some of this stuff. So I am going to have to do a little bit here myself. And we'll move, this will help keep him off the tracks too when he comes down here, when we're going to turn around. Yep, I've been there. I have not been there in a long time, but I have been there. There's a lot of places around here I have not been since coming back from Hawaii. Yeah, that would be a nice place, a nice area to retire. I'm just going to go ahead and run this headland row all the way around since I'm doing it. Missed a couple of little spots right back there, but that's all right. That's not going to hurt us that much. Monty, thank you for helping out in the chat, making sure people are greeted and don't feel left out. I do appreciate that from you. And from Gay, because she does it too, so I appreciate that from the regular chatters. It's the only way to build community is to make everybody feel like they're acknowledged. I think I'm missing a little bit on the edge there. In between dungeons. Are you winning down there? Oh. Now we can go back. I made it all the way around. Ooh, easy. Hard to see where this is at. Okay, good. So how many people do you play with? Because it's a co-op kind of thing you're doing, right? Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. I've never done any like online co-op kind of stuff. Well, go get them. I just barely gave that guy room to... Let me change that angle, camera angle a little bit. There we go. I like to be able to see the end of the field where he's headed to. Now we're doing this canola because we want to, let's see, where... Right here. We want to be able to fill this. Sunflowers are pretty full, so we won't have too much trouble keeping up with them now. So we want to get full of canola also. That's our oil meal. So that's why we're doing canola this time in this field. There's a little spot right here. I can't tell if that's mist. I guess we'll find out when it grows. If it doesn't grow, we'll know that it missed that spot right there. I can't really tell. Actually, I think it did miss that spot. So I'm going to go do this right here just to make sure. I think it had missed that spot for some reason. Yeah. It didn't look like it was the right color. Now I'll need to kind of check down on the other end too, just to make sure. I will be in a position that I can sell both sunflowers and canola, but I want to put some in our silo too, because we have the capacity in our silos for 100 million liters of grain and other stuff, the crops. So I do want to accumulate some stuff in there, so then we can take like a truckload at a time. But yeah, once the canola, I have the canola and the sunflower filled in the oil mill, we can sell that also. But I won't sell it right away. I want to put some in the silo. I want to build it up to where we have a truckload in a silo. So anytime we need it, we can just go get it. Now I cannot, well, I have not seen any wild turkeys in any of the stuff I've seen covering FS25. You know, there are videos out already. I know Farmer Cop, he's putting out videos for FS25, and I know there's some other people that got early access and all that so they could make videos. Which, you know, if you're a big YouTuber, you get even bigger because everybody helps you once you get big. They give you free stuff and early access and all that stuff so you can advertise for them, you know, but still, it'd be nice if they helped out the little guy sometimes. But I have not seen any wild turkeys in any of the gameplay that I've seen so far, or the trailers. Come to think of it, I haven't even seen deer, and I haven't heard them mentioned. There probably are deer though. I would think they would keep that, but I don't know what other, if they've added other wildlife or not. That would be cool. Monty. Thank you. Well, we've probably got, I bet we got close to an hour. Thank you, Monty. Speaking of like, actually glad you mentioned that. I usually do not, well, I do in one sense. I just like my own live stream because I can give myself a thumbs up. And I had forgot to do that. So thank you for mentioning that because I just gave myself a thumbs up. I don't usually ask other people to do that stuff because everybody knows how YouTube works. So if they want to, they will. But you're welcome to mention. You're trying to get me to that 100 subscriber mark, so I have to do an 8-hour debut on FS25. I know what's going on. I think it'll be fun. An 8-hour live stream won't really be that hard because I've done a couple that were almost 6 hours. I did one the other day. Well, it was like a week or so ago at this point. I did one that was just under 6 hours. Me and Gay. And you missed the whole live stream, Monty. But to add 2 more hours onto it will not be that difficult. We just have to make sure we have the work to do, which that's not a problem either because we can just sleep as many days as we need to have work, so. Can you hang for an 8-hour live stream, Monty? All right, good, because you know what I was thinking? I was thinking about this earlier. I'm glad you mentioned that 24-hour live stream because I was thinking, I mentioned this before. Hey, Perfectly Imperfect, how are you? Thank you for coming into the chat. But Monty, I was thinking we're going to do the 100 subscriber 8-hour live stream. So then I was thinking, well, down the road at 500, we'll do 12 hours. And then at 1,000, assuming we ever get to 1,000. If we get to 1,000, then we'll do a 24-hour live stream, which will be awesome. But, oh my goodness, you got to be able to hang. How are you? Okay, good. I asked everybody. Well, I'm not in a real big hurry though, because For me, and I know this is your first time in the chat room, and I'm so thankful that you came. I really am glad that you came, because my live streams are all about chatting with people. I've actually had this channel probably for about 3 years, but it's not been super active because I have not been able to find things I could do, and where I was living, I could not make videos. I was living with family that didn't want me making videos of their house and stuff, so I just recently got in my own apartment about 3 months ago. But my son-in-law in Texas showed me how to do live streaming with my PlayStation. That's why I'm doing the gaming. I don't really play games. I only play games when I'm doing the live streaming. And like, for me, it's not the content of the live stream, because for me, live streaming is chatting with people. That's what I want to do. Hang out with you guys. So like, the title of my live stream might be Hanging Out with Hillbilly, but really it's me hanging out with you guys. Because I look forward to seeing you guys. That's the thing. I was looking at one of your videos earlier, and you have a lot of different mediums, coloring mediums, because I noticed water paints, watercolors, and stuff like that. I don't call it a computer. I have a Chromebook, a Google Chromebook. So it's not as powerful as like a laptop. You can't do as much on it as you can with a laptop and stuff, but I'm actually monitoring chat on it's like a notebook. It's a Google, well, like a notebook. That's the only thing. I use it for monitoring the chat room, so I can read the chat. So I have it sitting here beside me, and I'm actually watching the game, so to speak, on my TV. But yeah, I noticed that you had watercolors, and I don't know if they were like alcohol markers or something. I saw too. I noticed some green frog tape. Perfectly. Would you consider emailing me a couple of pictures of completed pages that you've done and let me post them on my community page? Well, one at a time, but would you be willing to do that? That's how I am. I was going to tell you that. I didn't want to write like super long comments, but I was going to tell you that I'm the kind of person, I want to do something, I want to go out and buy everything I can find, you know, so everything, I've got so much stuff bookmarked, put on my shopping list for Amazon. I do not have Instagram, but if you have pictures, you can email, the email for the channel is in the description. I watch all kinds of the videos too, yeah. But it makes me want to go out and buy all the stuff I see, and I can't do that. I have watched some videos on that diamond painting. I haven't ever tried that yet, but I have seen videos on it. I like your talent at editing of videos too, perfectly. I like your introduction to your videos. Mine aren't like that. Yeah, I know. I saw that on your channel, but I was not going to address you by your real name. I leave that up to you, so yes, Ashley. Yeah, there are a number of people like Gay, Ken, who have given me their real name to use in the chat. I like that. See, I like that. Just come in and start addressing everybody. It's how you build community. You finished your dungeon, Gay? Oh, still going. Okay. I was going to say, man, y'all went in there and did what you needed to do and got it done. Gay has been here a while, Ashley. She's one of my first regular chatters. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're a part of it. And like I did mention before, not everything I live stream, as you can see, is going to be coloring. And it's nice to have people just come chat anyway. Yeah, you guys go check out her channel. Just don't forget where home is. Oh, you've got almost 300 subscribers already. You're doing great. I'm always amazed. I'll tell you what amazes me, Ashley, is when people have bigger channels than me and are more experienced than me at doing whatever we're doing, whether it's farming, because some of my subscribers here, they have 2,000 subscribers and they've been doing this for years and everything. And then Gay, she's a very accomplished colorist. And that you people would actually give my channel the time of day, it just blows me away. Well, thank you. I do what I can to make sure everybody feels like they're welcome and they belong. And thankfully, there are others that also do that. Monty is very good about that. Gay is very good about it. I notice, like, when I go to other live streams and stuff, the people in the chat aren't talking to one another. They direct everything at the person who's actually playing the game, or whatever, who's the channel owner. And it's like, well, that's not really community, is it, if you don't talk to one another? So I like the interaction between everybody. So look forward to coming here to see me, but look forward to seeing each other too. That's what I always say about it. Okay. Trying to look and see how much we got done here. About half, maybe about half. I gotta turn my air conditioner back on, guys. Oh. I think the electric company messed up on my last bill, guys. They only charged me $18. Okay, I'll have to, I'll keep my eye on that when we get back down to the other end then. I kind of wasn't paying attention. So I will, I'll check on that. Thank you for pointing it out. Well, we'll make sure we catch it when we get down to the other end then. Mason, welcome back. No, I don't think he missed anything, Monty. Thank you for the announcement. Yeah, he got everything. We're good. It looks like he missed a spot right at the back of that planter, but he really didn't. Oh, back to the dungeon? And that's in God of War? I changed that camera angle, guys, when we get by the trees, just so I can see what's going on. All right, I gotta take a quick break, guys. I'm gonna let you ride along with this guy. I think he's pretty much gonna do everything pretty good. If he misses something, we'll pick it up when I get back. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Well, we're a little more than halfway done. Let's see, I think maybe we can go ahead and start carting some of our other equipment back the other way. One piece at a time. That harvester worked out real well for us, Monty. Okay, what's next? Okay. Now we might just start over here on these fields on the next stream. I'm unsure. Oh, look out. Whew. Actually, we might go up and do the big long fields. on the next one, the next live stream. What do you think, Monty? Should we do the big long fields? All right, we'll do them next. And then we'll do these. Well, we could do these over by the farm last, actually. But we'll do the long ones next. I actually like the shape of those fields, too. I think they turned out looking really cool. I'm glad you guys hang out with me. I do not drink much coffee anymore. I used to be. I drank coffee all day long. But I have got out of that habit. I do like coffee, and I do have a coffee maker. I do make myself coffee occasionally now, but typically I do not have coffee on a daily basis. It used to be coffee was about the only thing I ever drank. I would drink Pepsi and coffee, but mostly coffee. Now, if I go to if I go to a restaurant or something like that, like, not really like McDonald's, but someplace where they actually serve coffee, I'll have coffee. But as far as having it at home, I don't have it at home very much, not very often. And it's nice not to get those caffeine headaches. I drink Coke Zero, sugar-free Coke. I am pre-diabetic, so yeah, a few years back I switched to Coke Zero. I found out a few years back, while I was still in Hawaii, it's been about 7 years ago now, I have chronic kidney disease and I'm pre-diabetic, so I did have to make some changes. I also have a heart arrhythmia that makes doing things very difficult sometimes. Oops. Now that guy did miss a little bit right there, that little corner. Monty, I have a grandson that plays Fortnite. He actually does some live streaming. So you can play multiplayer on Fortnite? Well, I guess you can. You have to play online though, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking because my grandson, I remember after I asked about the multiplayer that I remember seeing my grandson playing multiplayer. He lives in Texas, so when I go there to visit, then for about the first 4 or 5 years I was going there, it was like Minecraft, Minecraft, Minecraft. And then he finally branched out into Fortnite. Now I did have to help this guy on this end down here because of the angle. He just didn't quite back up far enough. No Man's Sky. I can't remember if I've seen any videos about that game or not. I watch a lot of other YouTubers gaming. Games I don't play, but I like watching the videos. I wish I could still play racing games. I've got a couple of racing games, I just can't play them. Now, one game I did think about live streaming was Sniper Elite 5. Oh, by the Monty, have you thought about who you want your opponent to be? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I remember now. I actually did find Michigan in the football. I forgot about that. It's getting late. Yeah. Didn't I tell you? I actually did find them. No, maybe I didn't tell you but yes, I did find them. I went back on that game. I told you I would go back on that game, actually, is what I had told you. I would go back and look again to see if I could find them, and I found out there were two different ways to search through the teams, and I did find them. So next week will be the Washington Huskies challenging the Michigan Wolverines at Michigan. Now, why is this guy backing up? See, I don't understand some of the stuff they do. He doesn't need to back up. He needs to come down here and continue his job. I'm looking forward to it. I told my daughter she can pick the following week's game. I'll have to remind her that I need her to do that. Oh, no, she did. She told me Texas A&M and I don't remember who she said, but I wrote it down. I know one of them was Texas A&M. Texas A&M. I can't remember the other one. I did write it. Alabama, yep, the Crimson Tide. I did write it down. I'll have to find out who she wants to be the home team. I didn't ask her that part. Now, Texas A&M, is that the Longhorns? Yeah, I'll find out who everybody's rooting for before the game starts. Before we start the game, everybody's got to pick their side. Back on up, buddy. You're not in the right spot. I don't even know how she came up with those two teams. I didn't know she followed football. It was probably Steven who picked that game. I'll have to ask her that, if it was her or Steven. Now see, this guy's backing up again. Why is he just all of a sudden decide they got to back up? Yeah, I remember when Mason was talking to one of the other chatters, and I remember him saying that he was almost 15. I have 9 grandchildren. 4 grandsons and 4 granddaughters. Well, 5 granddaughters and 4 grandsons. Yep, that's right. I could have a basketball team and have almost a complete second string. I think it's pretty cool that 2 of my kids actually come into my chat. They've never been in here at the same time, though. Now this guy's going to start. Sorry guys, had to sneeze and I couldn't shut my mic off fast enough. This guy's going to start in the wrong spot. I can tell by where he turned around. Yeah. Thank you, Monty. But it's only 3 a.m. for some of us. Back up here. Quit skipping stuff. Woo. Yes, 310 where I live, East Coast. Is that a spot that he missed? No, maybe not. It did kind of look to me like there was a small place back there that he had missed. So, but really that's my fault because I've been watching him at the end. There was one time I thought it didn't pull up quite far enough, but then it looked like it had got it. So I just overlooked it. I missed it. And if you happen to be watching and you're not in chat, I want you guys to know I appreciate you too. Thank you so much for choosing to watch my live stream. What is that spot right there? That's a weird place. What is that spot right there? It just looks weird. Well, I don't know what it is. Whoa, there's a fence there. Can't even see it. Okay, so next time, guys, we're going to be up here. We're going to do these two fields. Level 232. Wow. Let's save the game. Gay, are you still in the dungeons? Actually, that would be something we could do right quick. I did feed them, yeah, they have food to last them, but because I did give them, but we'll give them some more. We'll go ahead and top them off. Okay, Mason, thanks for coming and hanging out. Let's see, we'll give them some sorghum. Yeah, how about some sorghum? Whoops. What? Oh no, I hit the wrong button. I haven't done that in long. I was trying to stop that thing. Get out from there. Now, I'm sure I have more chicken feed than what they actually need, so we'll have to take the rest of it back. I got stuck. I couldn't get out from there. Got to figure out how to turn that off. That's all they needed. But at least now they're filled up. Eventually I will. Good night, Mason. Yeah, eventually we'll do cows. We'll probably do pigs. We'll do some stuff I haven't done before. Well, I don't know if they have that particular breed, but we'll do some cows. We'll do several things that we're not doing on this map, because I want to do hay bales. I want to do stuff like that. I've enjoyed doing that stuff in the past. I just don't want to get into all that stuff here and then turn around and start over again. So I want to just wait until I get FS25, we start the new map, and then we can start really building and doing some of these things that I'm not doing on here. This particular map is just to get us to FS25, just something to do for the time being. So that's why I'm really not getting into a bunch of different stuff here, because I want to do, like I said, hay bales and stuff like that too. All right, let's save it again since we fed the chickens. Jay, are you still in the dungeons? I like the way that lights up right there. Yeah, we're finished here too. That's why I was asking. We just finished that field, so next time we're going to do these up here. Yeah, well, at least you got out of the dungeons alive. But we'll do these fields next time. I am planning on doing a coloring live stream at 9 o'clock. I don't know exactly. Oh, you did? Oh. I don't know what I'll be doing in that live stream. I haven't figured out anything to color on yet. I don't have the right kind of book. I have the mandalas, and that's about all I have for right now. Well, I do have my children's coloring book. Maybe I could find something in there to do. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this time, guys. I really do appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It's a lot of fun. And we've got a lot of work to do. Set up for us. Yeah, good night, everybody. I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, God bless you.